Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook in which we're, as per usual, going to be discussing the DXY alongside the major dollar pairs and gold. So in today's analysis, as you guys can see, I already have the DXY open, and what can we currently see? Well, we have essentially created that upper wick with eventually a bearish close as anticipated. So we did see another bearish close, which is really nice to see. So I am a big fan of what is currently happening. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do start moving down lower on the DXY, creating that pullback that we pretty much been waiting for a long time now. Well, going into the 4-hour, I am concerned with one thing though, and that is the fact that we are forming this descending channel slash wedge pattern. So essentially what we have is the 1, the 2, then the third touch, which means that we would potentially be able to see more upside from here. So since yesterday, or let me see, since last evening, we have been moving back up in towards the highs as we do have channel maturement. Therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if we do start moving a little bit higher. However, essentially what needs to be done is that we need to take out this high over here before I am going to be convinced that we are going to start moving higher. So there is one more confluence for some buys on the DXY, and that is the fact that we do have this 0.382 fib. So we have the 0.382 fib coming in towards the lows with a 1, 2, 3 touch of a descending channel slash wedge. Therefore, we could potentially see some more bullishness on the DXY, and a move up higher wouldn't be strange or odd. Therefore, I'm going to be waiting for that push higher. I'm just going to be waiting for this high to get taken out or two closes above the descending trend line for a confirmation of that potential bullishness. Otherwise, I'm still convinced that the DXY will move down lower, because at the end of the day, you could also just view this as a bearish setup like this. However, what we have to understand, of course, is that the DXY in general is bullish, and therefore I'm kind of taking into consideration the potential larger scenario which could play out. So either a third trendline touch above with the 618 for a potential bearish drop, or that 0.382 on the 4-hour time frame alongside the maturement of this descending channel slash wedge. So that's DXY. So let's see what is next for Aussie dollar. And Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar has been moving bullish as expected. As you guys can see, we sadly did not form a very nice channel or pattern whatsoever. We did, however, move back in towards these imbalance candles, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, which was really nice to see. I know some guys did take some buys from here in the private Slack community, so congrats to you guys. I personally didn't. I took a different position, which I will show you guys in a short moment. So at the moment, not a very big fan of Aussie dollar at the moment anymore. The major move essentially has already played out, because at the moment, what's happening on these dollar pairs, well, we are forming these ascending channels slash wedges. So these are the moments that you want to stay out of the market and don't really want to engage anymore. So what I'm going to be waiting for is essentially either a maturement of the channel, so a breakdown lower, take out this low, retest of the trend line, and then a drop further. And that is, of course, in accordance with the DXY potential bullishness that could play out. Or what we're going to be waiting for is just a breakout out of the ascending channel slash wedge, and then look for a potential new setup. So just to keep in mind, it is very dangerous trading this setup over here, because what some people would do is that they would draw on their fib like this, and then they would say, okay, well, we have a third trend line touch over here and the fib. However, what you have to take into consideration is that channel maturement always goes above and beyond fibs. So essentially what you have to take into consideration over here is that we could just drop to that 618, see a little reaction, and then just keep on dropping further. So what you want to do really is just either wait for a breakout in towards the highs, then a retest of structure, take that setup, or a breakout out of the ascending channel slash wedge, then the retest, and then take the short. So I'm personally skipping that third trend line touch setup as it is also just too obvious for me. So yeah, that's Aussie dollar. So let's head over to euro dollar. And euro dollar, what a beautiful setup that was yesterday. So euro dollar, as I discussed yesterday, beautiful inverse head and shoulders, right? So left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That is a first. Then what we also had was, and let me dive into the lower time frame, is a beautiful descending channel, right? So we had this over here with the, and let me just adjust it. It's a little bit more of an expanding channel, but essentially what we had was the 1, the 2, then the third trendline touch, fake out on the low over here. So the blue line 1.18848, which was the swing low on the 30 minute, fake out on that low. And after that, I decided to go long for I think it was a 4.6 risk to reward. So yeah, 4.6 in the bag for the week. And that whilst I'm on holiday. So only trade of the week, done for the week. And time to go back and dive into the swimming pool. So yeah, beautiful setup on euro dollar as discussed yesterday. So the channel did transform itself a little bit. However, played out as expected. So beautiful setup, and some guys in the private Slack community took the setup as well. So yeah, proud of you guys. So yeah, that's euro dollar. To be honest, let's head over to our next pair. Not expecting much from euro dollar at the moment. Not very interested anymore. As you guys know, we still are looking at this now on euro dollar. So not interested in taking another long. Personally have like a 0.1% runner. So if it moves up higher, beautiful, but for the rest, not really that interested. We'll only be keeping an eye on if channel maturement plays out in towards the lows with the break retest of the overall trend line. So I'll show you guys an example on this kind of setup on gold in a minute. So yeah, that's euro dollar. Let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar. So I got a message from someone who took a pound dollar setup. Really proud of him. This was the setup he took. So he knew that pound dollar was going to move up higher potentially, but that the channel that we had drawn on over here wasn't really playing out, right? But essentially what you still had was the descending price action. So that was beautiful to see. But what then happened is that he kept on this descending upper trend line, and the upper trend line broke on the lower time frame. So looking at the 15, he saw that we broke out of the trend line. Then what you saw was that we got a double bottom over here. So double bottoms are always good. Then we got the bullish close and the 0.5 fib with the trend line break retest, stop loss at the 618, TP at the minus 27, and that is a free 1.93%. So great trade for him. Pound dollar also reacted to that level, which I had called out yesterday. So beautiful to see over here a reaction from demand. So yeah, you guys could have taken this setup as well on the 1 hour. However, the better setup in my opinion was on the lower time frame, which I just showed you guys. Because this one wasn't really that nice of an entry. It was just mainly a reaction to demand, of course, which was really nice to see, but the price pattern didn't really play out. Therefore, I didn't take pound dollar, but I did take euro dollar. Going to go over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar. So Kiwi dollar has been moving into towards the highs, but yeah, just a really choppy retracement. Therefore, not that interested. I'm going to be waiting for Kiwi dollar as well. So we have to be patient on all the dollar pairs as of now because we had the big movements, but we just have to wait and see if the channels / wedges are going to start playing out in towards the lows. Because once that happens, we will be able to capitalize on any shorts or any potential longs in towards 0.70777. So yeah, that's Kiwi dollar. Let's head over to the most interesting pair for some of you, and that is gold. And gold is really beautiful, or was really beautiful, and I forgot to draw on this ascending wedge over here because this ascending wedge essentially played out with the 1, the 2, the 3. So yeah, beautiful to see. Then we had the drop. So how did we capitalize on gold? Well, as you guys can see, so let me just show you guys the 30-minute time frame. What happened on the 30-minute is essentially that we got a breakout out of the ascending wedge. So that's kind of what we're waiting for on the dollar pairs at the moment, with a break, a retest of the trend line, and then the next drop. So if you then draw in your fib, what you'll see is that you had a beautiful 786 with the beautiful pin bar over here with the target at the -27 level, easy money. So like this, stop loss just above the highs, wherever you want, with TP set at the -27 Fib, for instance. Yeah, easy 2.8%. So yeah, big fan of this setup. Sadly didn't take, or I did take it myself on another personal account. Yeah, but euro-dollar was of course my main setup of the day. Yeah, I was able to take some gold sells as well, which was really beautiful. So yeah, gold sells were played out really nicely. So what am I waiting for at the moment? Well, I did expect gold to push down lower because I did want to see a push in towards that 1761 level, or even lower in towards the 750. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm waiting for at the moment. Just going to be waiting for channel maturement before taking any potential longs further on gold. So yeah, that is all essentially. If the DXY is to move further bullish, we could see that drop on gold, which we want to see. So yeah, let's just wait, time will tell. And yeah, targeting 1761 or 1755. So yeah, that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a beautiful and pleasant day. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to me through Instagram or whatsoever. Yeah, thanks for watching once again, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys.